All right, let's talk logos. You probably see hundreds of them every single day, right? But how often do you really see them? I'm talking about the hidden language behind the world's most famous symbols. These aren't just pretty pictures. Nope, they're a powerful language designed to influence you. And today, we're going to teach you how to speak it. I mean, just think about your day so far. Seriously. From the apps on your phone this morning to the brand of coffee you drank, you've been swimming in a sea of logos. But the real question is, are you consciously picking up on the messages they're sending your way? Because these symbols, whether it's the apple on your desk or the I Love New York on a t-shirt, are an incredibly sophisticated form of communication. They're built to tell a story, to make you feel something, and to build trust, all in the blink of an eye. So, consider this your official decoder ring. Over the next few minutes, we're going to break down the types, the strategies, and the secrets behind the world's most iconic brand marks. Okay, so first things first, if we're going to decode this language, you've got to know the basic vocabulary, right? So let's dive in and start with the fundamental building blocks that every designer has in their toolkit. The first term you need to know is brand mark. It's really just the professional industry term for what most of us call a logo. It's the primary visual signature of a brand, its single most important identifier. Now, here's how these pieces start to fit together. When you see that symbol, the brand mark, paired up with the company's full name, that whole unit is called the signature. So picture the Nike swoosh right next to the word Nike. That complete package, that's the signature. It's kind of like the brand's formal introduction. All right, let's jump into our first major category of logos. And these are the ones that are built completely out of letters and words. So you've got two main types here. On one hand, you have word marks. This is when the logo is the full company name, like Google or Coca-Cola. But then you have letterforms. Think of these like a cool nickname for the brand. They use just one letter or maybe a couple of initials as a kind of visual shortcut. And this is a perfect example of that difference. The full Google word mark just feels friendly and approachable, doesn't it? But then you have Yahoo's punchy Y. It's a quick, memorable letter form that works great as an app icon and really triggers your memory. So we've covered logos made of words. Now let's shift gears to the next major category, logos that speak with pictures. This is where brands use images we all recognize to tell their story. We call these pictorial marks. And the key thing to remember here is that the image is a literal, real-world object, like a bird or a shell or an apple, that's been simplified and boiled down to its most essential, elegant form. And of course, there's no better example than this one right here. The Apple logo is the perfect pictorial mark because it directly hints at the company's name. It's simple, it's sophisticated, and it's understood all over the world without needing a single word. Just a masterpiece of communication, really. Okay, so we've done words, we've done literal pictures. Now things are going to get a little more abstract. Let's explore the marks that are built on big ideas and deep concepts. So this is a really crucial distinction to get. A pictorial mark is a drawing of something specific. An abstract mark, on the other hand, is a drawing about something. It's not trying to look like an object, it's trying to make you feel an idea, like motion or connection or diversity. Take a look at this mark for Grupo Imagen. See? It's not a picture of a camera or a TV set, it's a pure symbol. And this kind of abstract mark is absolutely perfect for a huge company with tons of different divisions because it can represent all of them under one big conceptual umbrella. And check this out. This is the thinking straight from the designer. You've got two totally different shapes, a circle and a square, and they're coming together to create something new. This isn't just some random design. It's a visual metaphor for the company's entire philosophy. Now that is the power of an abstract mark. Okay, our last type in this section is the emblem. Think of a classic crest, a badge, or a seal. The defining feature here is that the company name is literally woven right into the symbol itself. You can't pull them apart. They are one and the same. Emblems have this awesome, timeless, almost heritage feel, which makes them look fantastic on packaging, like you see here with Kind bars. But there's always a catch, isn't there? The trade-off is flexibility. All that cool, intricate detail can turn into a blurry, unreadable mess when you try to shrink it down for a tiny app icon. It's a real challenge in our digital world. So far, everything we've looked at has been pretty much static. But as we just saw with emblems, our digital world creates new challenges. And you know what? It also creates brand new opportunities. Logos are now breaking free, they're evolving, and they're literally coming to life. This is the real cutting edge. So, say hello to the dynamic mark. Instead of having just one fixed logo, this is an entire identity system. It has a core element that can actually change its appearance, its color, or its form depending on where you see it. It's a logo that's alive. And this is one of the most brilliant examples you'll ever see. The Philadelphia Museum of Art's logo has a stable frame. That's the Philadelphia Museum of part. But the letter A in the word art becomes a window. It becomes a showcase for the endless variety of art inside its walls. How cool is that? And here's the genius strategy right from the legendary designer Paula Scher. She didn't just design a logo. She designed a living system that puts the art itself at the very heart of the identity. The logo is the collection. It's incredible. And of course, there's another type of living logo that's been around for over a century, the brand character. I'm talking about icons from the Michelin Man to the Pillsbury Doughboy. These characters literally give a face and a personality to a brand's attributes, like reliability or comfort, and they become these huge cultural icons we all know and love. So there you have it. We've gone all the way from simple word marks to classic emblems and even to these incredible dynamic symbols that are literally alive. You now have the tools, the decoder ring for the visual world around you. So the next time you see a logo, and you'll probably see one in the next 5 seconds, you won't just see a name or a picture. You'll see the choice, the strategy, and the whole story. The only question left is, what are you going to see differently now?